Wavebox is a dynamic Waveshaper plugin that can be used for both symmetrical and asymmetrical distortion. A Waveshaper is a type of distortion in which the input signal is mapped to the output by applying a fixed or variable shaping function. I'm going to play a basic sine wave and apply a little bit of wave shaping from the Wavebox. If we take a look at this under the scope, you can see that the more shaping we add, the rougher the sound gets, and the curve of the sine wave widens a little bit, maybe more towards a square wave. This is symmetrical distortion, meaning that the shaping function is applied to both positive and negative parts of the input signal, generating odd harmonics. So if we want to try some asymmetrical distortion, just click on the plus-minus button. This applies the shaping function to only the positive part, which generates mostly even harmonics. Wavebox is interesting because it has two LFOs and an envelope to add motion and rhythmic effects to any sound via wave shaping. These modulators can each be assigned to the curve knob, the bias control, or the ceiling. The LFOs each have 6 wave types, and the ability to change the phase 360 degrees by dragging in the window. You can sync these to your host for rhythmic effects. The mixer has basic input and output controls, a hard clip limiter, and up to 16 times oversampling for improved sound quality. In the shaping functions area, there are 2 functions that affect the positive and negative parts of a sound wave. Each have 6 different shaping functions. You can adjust the size of the curve with the curve button. Ceiling controls the dynamic range of the functions. And bias is dependent on whether you're in asymmetrical or symmetrical mode. In asymmetrical mode, which is the plus or minus button on, the first shaping function is applied to the positive part, while the second shaping function is applied to the negative. The bias in this mode controls the offset added between the positive and negative parts of the signal. In symmetrical mode, which is the button switched off, both shaping functions are applied to the whole signal. The bias in this mode controls the mix between the 2 functions. Wavebox is available now at audiothing.net.